That was so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
That was so much fun. I love the way that they the research that went into the book and just how it felt. Like I thought that they worked in game development. I thought that that was the field, their field of expertise because it was so natural and it just flows on the page. And then come to find out, it was just research and a love of gaming and being immersed in the world of gaming. So you kind of pick it up as you go along anyway, and you learn the lingo and stuff. But it just was flawless, just flawless in the stories.
Totally. And Tara gave me permission to call myself a gamer, so forever in my heart.
I know, right? Like it's been a long time since I played a game, and I think the last time I did, it was a VR horror novel and or a horror story where you're going through this haunted house, with the VR on, and I almost kicked the television set, and so my kids banned me from using it ever again. So because it was scary, but it was one of those things where you are immersed in a storyline when you're gaming. The book, you're immersed because your mind, you envision it, and it kind of is all internal when you're reading your novel.
Yeah.
When it's on a screen, you're both. It's internal, but also external. So you have the external factors of the game itself and the creation and the storyline and everything, but you still are immersed in that world as you're playing. And so there's like that duality of being, both physically and mentally in the game as you're playing it. And
oh yeah.
It's just a different feeling when you play a game, a really good game. Like, I mean, I'm a Fable. I love Fable. So I love fantasy, and those are my go-tos. So
yeah, I'm more like that Animal Crossing and Mario World and that kind of Zelda, but she still told me that I could call myself a gamer, so
mm-hmm.
I will. And also, um, I loved the way that they described reading, and I think like I'm gonna have that printed out and like sent to her in like a t-shirt form. How she like they were saying how when you're reading, you're actively hallucinating in response to the designs that you're reading on the page, and it's like, oh wow, like I had never thought of it that way, but that is so true.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. And it's the
cool.
same way when you're like drafting a novel
Yes.
where you're immersed in it. And at Pantsers, Pantsers United. So Miss Plotter over there. So we flipped. That's what's funny. It's yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a whole podcast episode on how we flipped. Like that is just too much. But
It was
anyway,
kind of crazy that happened. But outside of that, but that's the thing you do as you write, as you develop in your craft, you sometimes do start picking up other traits and other ways of writing, and you're learning as you go. So you develop as you go. And so my pantser heart, which loves to pants and couldn't even tolerate looking at a outline, is now outlining stories a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, just enough,
it's a start. A
right?
start. Absolutely. Like, I mean, when Angie comes to me and says, like, I think we should outline a little more, that's good. And I'm the one saying, like, nah, no, let's just swing it. But reading single player, I would never have known that Tara is a pantser. The plotting, like, I mean, I think that you literally could take the plot of that book and push it into a Save the Cat beat sheet or a 27 chapter beat sheet, and it would probably perfectly match, you know? So
Mhm.
they did a great job. But like, I mean, the story is great. So like, I mean, of course, the plotting is going to be great as well. Like, I'm telling you, if you have even a little bit of gamer in you, you're going to love this book.
Mhm.
The characters come to life on the page. It's great. They flabbergasted my brain by telling me who their favorite character was. And I'm still a little like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe. But there's nothing not to love about this game. It's I loved it. this game,
Mhm.
this book. I absolutely loved it, and I encourage everyone to go and buy it. It's apropos.
Mhm.
It's fresh. It's like it's a
It's fun. It's one of those
yeah,
books where you read and you just are immersed in the world. You love the characters and you just have fun reading it. It's
totally.
you end of the work week, you're finally done. You can finally relax and
Yeah.
not have to think about anything.
Uh-huh.
But then you get these two characters who are just on fire on the page and just enjoy it. Like it
I
just is fun.
I
And that's
agree.
what you need sometimes. Like I get tired of, yeah, I just want something where I can be happy. And
Yes, the happy, and with the romance that it's gonna end well, so you don't have to like dwell on all the bad things that happen in between. It's fun to read the bad things that happen in
mhm,
between, but you know in the end everything is gonna work out, so you don't have to worry about it. And this was one of those books where I only get to read like a couple of hours at the end of every night, and I'm not a fast reader. I'm certainly not as fast as you, and I envy that. But like I was reading like a whole bunch of pages. Like it's just a fast read. You want to know what's going on. The characters are cool. It's so funny, and you're just like reading, 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 and at the end of the night, it was like, wow, like I did great. So it was awesome. Loved it. Everything, every aspect. And also the author, super cool, super
amazing,
nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a
And
great
just,
conversation.
oh, yeah. So if you haven't watched the author interview, please, at the end of this video, just click the link and go straight over there and watch the interview. Also, if you haven't watched any of the other previous author interviews, we have a lot of them. And some of them are all agency brothers and
That's
sisters
right.
of, yeah, they're all in there. And so if you haven't liked these videos, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified of any other author interviews that come out. And we just thank you so much for joining us and have a nice day.
Bye.